Welcome back. We have Tracy Moffett joining us from Royal LePage Westwind. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. We have a great topic today, and it's something I'm sure that you get asked about a lot, whether you should rent or if you should buy. And which one is more affordable? But I think the answer really depends on what city in this country you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. You know, especially this time of year, it seems like real estate's been in the news a lot, you know, affordability. And so is this the right time to jump into the market to buy something, or should you continue renting? So it's this debate that we've had for years and years and years and years. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about the pros and cons of each, and then go through each city and tell you the costs on what it is to purchase a place and what it is to rent. And the cost analysis that we're doing is based on a average sized apartment to purchase or a one-bedroom apartment to rent. So this is strictly apartments. These aren't houses. They're just strictly apartments.
Okay.
But yeah, some of the pros and cons, like renting, obviously there's no maintenance. You don't have to worry about the yard work. You know, you can, if something needs fixed, you just go to the landlord. You don't have to worry about the maintenance of when you're renting. Obviously, when you're buying, you can make it your own. You can build up your equity. Sometimes, though, it can be a little bit of a slippery slope, because you tend to, not only do you build up your equity, some people will go out and get lines of credits against their house so they can then purchase something else too.
Sure.
So sometimes renting, you're a little more disciplined with your finances. So you kind of have to, you know, you kind of have to watch that. The cons of both, of course, renting, you've got no control over your rent. You could have rent increases. Whereas if you're purchasing something, you know what your payments are going to be usually for the next 5 years. So there's definitely pros and cons for each. And the biggest question that you want to ask yourself is, you know, what are you going to be doing in the next 5 years? Is your life stable? Do you see a job change in the future? Are you going to start a family? So it's definitely a lifestyle choice as well, too.
Okay. Let's get started on the different cities. First of all, for sale or for rent, we're going to find out how that varies by city. So, of course, we're starting with Vancouver.
Yes, Vancouver. So, again, like, prices in Vancouver are going crazy. So, to rent, you can rent for just over $1,079. But to purchase something, you're looking at $1,367.26. So, a little bit higher. It's actually not much more than renting. I was surprised. I thought, actually, because the prices are so expensive in Vancouver. So not too bad.
Okay, let's move along. Calgary. Isn't this a nice shot?
Yeah, it's a beautiful shot. I actually flew over Calgary when it flooded. So I saw that exact same shot, except the water was all downtown. It was crazy.
Whoa.
Anyway, sorry.
Crazy.
We digress. Calgary, you're looking at $1,122 for rent and $1,663 to buy something. So this was the city with the biggest jump in difference to rent something and to buy something.
And again, a reminder, this is based on apartments, one-bedroom apartments, right?
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
All right, let's go on to Edmonton.
Edmonton actually was a city that it's cheaper to buy. So your rent in Edmonton came in at $1,029, but to purchase a one-bedroom apartment was $845. So a little cheaper, a little more affordable. So in a city like this, you're better off to purchase.
Okay, Saskatoon.
Saskatoon, same thing. Prices are obviously a little cheaper here. To rent something in Saskatoon was $895, and to purchase something was $699.96. So again, a little cheaper.
All right, Regina.
And again, following that same trend, to rent $918, and to purchase something $676.63. So there was a big difference here. So you're definitely, if you're looking in the Regina area, you're better off to purchase something.
Okay, next one, Winnipeg.
Winnipeg was almost even, didn't vary that much. $813 to rent, $865 to purchase something.
Okay, Toronto.
Toronto, $1,103 to rent.
That'd be more.
Versus $1,465.96 to purchase something.
Ottawa?
Ottawa, surprisingly, again, was you're better off to buy something. Renting there costs you $972. To purchase something, $938.
And then our last one, Montreal. Look at, I want to go to Montreal. I've never been.
I have never been. I'm dying to go to Montreal as too. I told my husband that this year. This is where I want to go.
Marcel, have you been? Marcel's been. Our flow director says it's awesome. Okay.
$668 to rent something there versus $789.76 to rent there. So depending on the city, and again, these were based on 25-year amortizations, and I believe the interest rate that they used was 2.78%.
Reasonable.
Yeah, so it was interesting to see the different cities as to, you know, the affordability.
Absolutely.
And yeah, pick and choose where you want to go, I guess.
Absolutely. Tracy, great information today. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Questions for Tracy, you can certainly contact her, tracymoffett.com as well. The phone number 374-1461. Back after a quick break. Stay with us.